I would describe roller derby as a very aggressive game of chess, just because I feel like there's so much strategy. You're playing offense and defense at the same time, but it's still a very aggressive sport. There's contact. So yeah, I guess that's the way I would describe it. I think all teams really want to promote this sport, and they love it so much. So on the track, yeah, it's aggressive, it's strategic, but when it comes to the end of it, we're all here for the same thing. We're all here for the love of roller derby, and we're all here to represent our countries. So yeah, there is this kind of like family vibe to it.
Just keep that
using those bodies and pushing them together and making sure that we have nice tight spaces so that we can't let a jammer get by, but also realizing that we can use our skates to the best of our ability and cover the whole track.
It is very, very physical, and that's why we practice a lot. But it's not as physical as some people think it is, because it's not the big hits that counts, but you're really close to people all the time.
It takes its toll on your body. If you're not trained, if you don't have core muscles, if you don't take care of yourself, you will break. But if you have an athletic either background or you do some off skates, then you don't need to get smashed. Like, it's not an unhealthy sport if you're in a good condition.
Yeah, you need to do off skate. It's really important to keep your body fit outside of just skating.
with it because I've been skating my whole life. But I was not really into the individual sport. I felt very lonely and it didn't really fit me. And when I found roller derby, I just found a community of people that are totally different. They're super, they really have personalities and they're very individual, but you come together and then all these little different size puzzle bits kind of fit together, and that fits really well for me. So I do really well, but then my teammate can support me, or my teammate does really well and then I support them. So all these little different ways.
No way you can do high level roller derby nowadays and just do roller derby. You have to weight train, you have to do cardio, you have to be mindful of what you eat. It's a second full-time job just being able to perform at this level. it's completely absorbing. So that intensity is everything, and all of your brain power, all of your physical body power, everything that you've got is concentrating on what you're doing in that moment. And that's probably one of the reasons that I love playing the game so much, because it just completely takes you away from everything else. I think when you first start playing, you go through a kind of period where you're learning how to skate, which is a challenge in itself. Then you kind of master the basics of that and you start learning how to play roller derby, which is a whole other thing, because you've got people trying to hit you and there's the contact element and the speed. You're always meeting these different challenges in your own ability, but you're always progressing, and I guess it never really feels any easier, it's just that you get better with time. Trust is key. Obviously, talented skaters with a high level of fitness and good strategic minds, but you have to be able to trust what each other's going to do on the track so that you can do your job within that pack of skaters and know that they're going to lock it down and you can just lock down what you need to do.